Okay, let me continue. Solution I said already, based on the physical state, it can be divided into three kinds, that is solid solution, liquid solution and gaseous solution. Based on the solvent, it divides into two, aqueous and non-aqueous. Based on the solute, that is the salt, we can divide into saturated, unsaturated, supersaturated. Now we have to say solubility. Children, let us see what is solubility. That is amount of salt present dissolved in the water. We have to compare with the percentage. It's known as what? Solubility. For example, sodium chloride, 36 grams of sodium chloride is given. That here mass of the solute 36 grams. Solvent, that is water 100. So the percentage is what? 36 percentage. This is solubility. So what are the factors affect the solubility? For example, we said it's in the tabular form, it's given to you. It may be in the form of, choose the correct answer. The solubility of carbon disulfide. They may give 4 different answers, 3 different answers, 1 correct answer. So calcium carbonate. This is the formula. So what's the percentage? 0.0013. Sodium chloride 36 I said already. Ammonia 48 grams. Sodium hydroxide 80. Glucose 91. Sodium bromide 95. Sodium iodide 184. Now we have to see what are the factors affecting the solubility. Factors. So it doesn't mean that solubility will be always same. What are the factors? By what it is affected? What are the factors affecting the solubility? First one, nature of the solute and solvent. Nature. So nature means what? Either it may be in the form of solid, liquid, like that. Solute, you know, that's in lesser amount. Solvent, you have to take more amount. Nature of the solute and solvent. Next one, temperature. And the third one is pressure. These three things these are the factors which affect the solubility. Nature of the solute and solvent, temperature and pressure. First we will go for the first one, nature of the solute and solvent. So it may be, if it is, whether it is in the solid state or liquid state. So first we have to see the solute. For example, if it is sodium chloride, it easily dissolves in water. Suppose the same sodium chloride dissolves in some other non-polar solvent, means it is not possible. So we have to see the nature of the thing, whether it can be occur in solid state, liquid state, and so we have to see if it is in the powdered form, that is solute in the powder form, that is in the liquid form, it is easily dissolved in the water. For example, common salt dissolves in water, but common salt dissolves in polar compound, and this common salt is a polar solute and it is dissolves only in water. It does not dissolve in any other thing. The same like fat. For example, what I said, common salt. If the solute is common salt, that is sodium chloride, what should be the solvent? Water. If the solute is fat present in our body, the thing should be ether. It does not dissolve in water, it should be dissolved in ether. So, nature of the solute and solvent. So, for this solute, this solvent which is suitable. So, we have to say like that. If it is the proper matching of the solute and solvent, they can easily dissolve. Next, we have to see the temperature. If the temperature increases, the solubility also increases. The temperature increases, solubility of the salt or solvent also increases. If the pressure is increased, solubility is decreased. This is opposite. If the pressure is increased, solubility is decreased. Here both are direct version. If it is increased, clear. So what are the factors affecting the solubility? Nature of the solvent. For example, sodium chloride, that is polar solute. So solvent also what? Polar only water. If it is fat, it does not dissolve in water, we have to take ether. If the temperature of the substance, nature of solute increases, if the temperature increases, the solubility also increased. If the pressure is increased, the solubility will be decreased. Then concentration I said already. Concentration of the solution. If you are adding more amount of solute, then the solution is concentrated. For example, 36 gram of sodium chloride. Instead of 36 gram, you can have 40 grams. Means the solution will be thicker. Concentration of the solution may be defined as the amount of solute present in the given amount of solution or solvent. I said already, we have seen in the lab concentrated sulfuric acid, diluted sulfuric acid. Diluted means water is more, that is solvent is more, solute is less. In the case, that is diluted. If the solute is more, solvent is less, that is concentrated. So we have to find out the percentage of the solution also, the same like. So percentage of the solution, we have to find out mass of the solute. This is solubility. Then we have to find out the percentage of the solubility, percentage of mass. Mass, we have to find out mass of the solute, mass of solute plus solvent into 100. We will do one calculation. Clear? So next we have to say, what is hydrated salt? Hydrated salt means what? Suppose in case if you are taking some other food, you may get stomach upset. So you are losing your water content. Doctor will say body will be dehydrated. So you have to start this drip poduvanga. Okay. Hydrated means either water particles added or removed. So dehydrated means water particle is removed. Then hydrated means water particle is added. For example, you see copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is in the dark blue color. This dark blue color because of water present in that. So 5 atom of water present in copper sulfate. This atom of water only gives the blue color to the copper. Suppose if you are keeping the copper sulfate in the open air, the water vapor from the copper sulfate is evaporated and it become colorless. So colorless is otherwise known as anhydrous. Anhydrous means what? Water particle is removed from that. So it become colorless. So you are adding some drop of water in this. The copper sulfate has come before the same blue color. Only can you follow what I said? Copper sulfate is in the dark blue color. So if you are keeping on the open space, because in the open space what is there? Air. In the air water vapor is present in that. So because of the open space, water is in the sunlight, the water is evaporated from the copper sulfate. Water evaporate aanadala dark blue or in the copper sulfate enava maridum somewhat less color, that is anhydrous, because anhydrous means water is removed. Then after that you are taking away from the sunlight and adding some drop of water, the same color will be back. So it comes to the same color. This is known as what? Hydrated, unhydrated. Now we will see what it is. Hydrated of salt and water crystallization. What is water crystallization? It's in page number 130 from the first paragraph from down 4th line. The number of water molecules found in the crystalline substance is called water of crystallization. Almost in all crystals, what should be there? Water. The number of water molecules present in the salt is known as water of crystallization. So the salt which present with the water is known as hydrated salt. Suppose there is no salt in the water, there is no water in the salt, that is unhydrated salts. Hydrated, unhydrated. Salt. Hydrated salt, unhydrated salt. Hydrated means what I said, water molecules are present. Here, absent of water molecule. Absence of water molecule. For example, you say blue vitorial. Blue vitorial is copper sulfate. Pentahydrate. Penta means what? 5. So, how much of water molecules there? 5 water molecules. Epsom salt. That is Epsom we are saying, actually the chemical name is magnesium sulfate. This is heptahydrate. Penta means 5. Hepta means 7. Gypsum, that is calcium sulfate. Dihydrate. Di means how many? 2. Green vitorial, that is iron sulfate, iron in green color, that is ferrous sulfate, that is 7 water molecule. Zinc sulfate, white vitorial, that is 7 atoms of water. So you have to know the name. Blue vitorial is dash. Like that they will give you. What you must write? Blue vitorial, copper sulfate. Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate. Gypsum, calcium sulfate. Green vitorial, iron sulfate. White vitorial, zinc sulfate. Then penta, hepta and all you no need to write. At least you should know the common name, IUPAC name and molecular formula. That is very important. Common name, for example, blue vitorial, copper sulfate. Molecular formula is CuSO4 5H2O. Epsom, magnesium sulfate, MgSO4. Sulfate nale, what should be there? SO4. For the sulfate, what's the thing will be there? SO4. Sulfate. If it is calcium, calcium sulfate. Magnesium, magnesium sulfate. Like that. Clear? Calcium, gypsum, calcium sulfate. How much of water molecule is there? 2 water molecule. Green vitorial, ferrous sulfate, 7 molecules of water. White vitorial, zinc sulfate, 7 molecule of water. So same thing I said, just see here, see the diagram. Copper sulfate is taken in the china dish. You have to keep to the open air. Because of the open air, because of sunlight, it's evaporated. The salt, blue color salt has become white. This becomes anhydrous. Unhydrated salt. Okay, again you are adding few drops of water, it becomes green color. Magnesium, I said, this is crystallization is 7. Then hygroscopy. Next we have to see what? Hygroscopy. This is, hygro means what? Water. When water is exposed, when the certain substances are exposed to water, atmospheric air at ordinary temperature, they absorb the moisture. Absorbing moisture is known as what? Hygroscopic substances. So when some substances, when they exposed to air, they absorb moisture. Can you follow the meaning? When the substances are kept in the open condition, they absorb the water and change the color. That is known as what? Hygroscopic substance. Now we have to see what is hygroscopic. Hygro means water. Absorbs water. The substances, they absorb water is known as hygroscopic. For example, what and all are hygroscopic substance? Concentrated sulfuric acid, formula is H2SO4. Phosphorus pentoxide, P2O5. And quicklime, that is calcium oxide, don't join the letter CaO. And silica gel, SiO2. These are hygroscopic. This is concentrated sulfuric acids. This is phosphorus pentoxide 5. This is calcium oxide. This is silicon gel, silicon dioxide. These are hygroscopic substances. Now next one you have to say delixins. Delixins, that is opposite to hygroscopic. They absorb the water. Here delixins, they remove the water. What is delixins? We'll see now. Delixous substance. Certain substances which are so hygroscopic, when exposed to the atmospheric pressure, they completely dissolve. Such substances are delixant. So when they exposed to hygroscopic, that is in the open air, they completely dissolve in the water. Such substance is known as what? They absorb the water. Here, they entirely dissolve in water. Dissolved. This is known as what? Hygroscoping. Delicens. D-E. E this is, don't think some other letter, E. Delicens. For example, what are the delicent substances? Lose their crystalline shape and ultimately dissolve in water. So, the temperature is low, the atmosphere is humid. Example, caustic soda, that is sodium hydroxide, NaOH, caustic potash, KOH, potassium hydroxide, and ferric chloride, FeCl3. Fe means iron. Okay. So, now we have to go for what are the differences between hygroscopic and delicens. That is also 2-mark question. Hygroscopic. When exposed to the atmosphere at ordinary temperature, they absorb moisture and do not dissolve. Only thing, they absorb. Water வந்து எடுத்துக்கும் ஆனால் என்ன ஆகாது உங்களுக்கு dissolve ஆகாது. Here delicens, when they exposed to atmospheric air at ordinary temperature, they absorb moisture and dissolve. Here they do not dissolve, here they are dissolved. Hygroscopic substances do not change its physical state on exposure to air. They lose the water but they do not change the shape. Here, delicent substances change its physical state on exposure to air. They do not change the structure, they change the structure. Hygroscopic substances may be amorphous, solids or liquid, that is powdered form. Amorphous means what? Powdered. Delicent substances are crystalline. Like salt is there, the kallupun solran paranga. Adu pola crystalline structure. This is powdered structure. Amorphous and crystalline. Clear, children? Now, in this lesson, what are the things we come across? Solubility. We have seen what is soluble, what is solution, what are the 2 types of solution, that is homogeneous, heterogeneous, and what are the components. If it is made up of 2, binary solution, more than 2 means ternary solution. Based on the type of solvent, we can divide them into aqueous and non-aqueous. Then based on the solute, we can divide them into saturated, unsaturated and supersaturated, I said already. And solubility, how can we find out? By using the formula, that is mass of the solute and mass of the solvent into 100. By using this formula, we can find out the solubility of the substance. Percentage we have to say means mass of the solute by mass of the solute plus solvent. Here both we have to add, that should be multiplied by 100 and we can find out the percentage of the mass. Then what are the factors affecting the solubility? I say nature of the solute, temperature, pressure. Nature of the solute in the powdered form means it will be more. Temperature increase means solubility also increased. The pressure increase, solubility will be decreased. Then salt we have seen hydrated and unhydrated. Some of the substances they absorb water, they are hydrated. They do not absorb water, mean that is unhydrated. And we have seen what are the difference between hygroscopic and delicens. I have given example also, we find out what are the differences. Okay, if possible we will do one calculation. Yes, see, mass of the solute is, try at home, mean mass of the solute is 1.5 gram, mass of the solvent is 15 gram. Mass of the solute is how many? Here, let me do the first sum. Mass of the solute is 1.5 gram. Mass of the solvent is 15 gram. Now we have to find out the solubility. Here, mass of the solute we have written 1.5, solvent 1500. Okay, now we have to remove 15, remove 1 point because one decimal is there. So if you are cancelling 15 ones are 0. What is the thing? 10. So solubility is 10. We have to write like this. 10 grams. Solubility is 10 gram. By using these 2 formulas, we can do off all the calculation from this lesson. Clear, children? Okay, we'll see in the other class. Thank you.